Alright, so next we're on to the QuikScout Player. The QuikScout Player is one of the newer pieces we've added to the program. Instead of, or along with, doing normal film sessions with players, going through scouting reports and video cut-ups and everything, the QuikScout Player actually allows you to create electronic scouting reports to send home with your athletes. So for example, opening the football program here, I'm going to click Digital Editing and Scouting, and I'm going to do a normal edit as if I was just looking for something from my opponent. So I'm going to click the video button, and I'm going to ask for all the times that they lined up in a bomber formation. I'm going to add it to my search list and hit search. Now from here, I could go through and hit play. I could watch the clips like before. I can create a movie file to make a DVD if I wanted to. I could export to the clipboard to do my film sessions. But like I said, now I want to do this a next component. I want to make an electronic scouting report to send home with my players. So I'm going to click on a button here that says Player Export. And when I click on that, it's going to ask me if I want to export directly into my QuikScout Player program, or do I just want to save the references to each one of these plays to grab them later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to export right directly into my Player program. It's going to ask me for a description. So I'm going to go ahead and type, bomber formations. And hit save. So now what happens is, when I go out of here, get back into the program and go into the QuikScout Player, here's the bomber formations thing that I just created. So I can go in and click edit if I want to. And this is where I'm going to go in as a coach now and create that electronic scouting report. Alright, so when this opens up, it's going to give me 9 different plays that I can now attach notes to or ask questions of the players, things like that. So for example, here's play 1. This is play 1. This is the bomber formation from that game. I can create a yes/no question if I want to. For example, let me just type something in here. Should the, let's say, left tackle pull? Just some random question that I'm going to want to give to my player so that when they go home, they can answer this question yes or no, just to show me that they're ready. They know their assignments. They're ready for their upcoming game. So this could be my question 1. So now I can go to the second bomber formation. And now I can, instead of maybe a yes/no, maybe I want to do a multiple choice. Let's say, which player should the tight end block? And in my choices, maybe I can type outside linebacker, defensive tackle, defensive end, maybe strong safety, something like that. The correct answer, of course, being, let's say, outside linebacker. And again, I've created a question now that when my players take this electronic scouting report and take it home and put it on their computer, they can load it up now and kind of go through this and take it as if it were a test or some kind of a quiz or something like that. Maybe I'll go to question number 3 and I'll say, instead of that, I'm going to go with, you got true, false, you've got essay question. I mean, if you wanted the student to write up, describe the goals of the prevent defense. And now the student, when they get home, they can actually type a couple paragraphs up on this if they want to. So again, you're creating this test for them. All right, so let me jump to question 4 here. At the same time now, maybe you don't want to give them questions. Maybe you don't care about giving them tests. Maybe you just want to attach some notes so they can look over some things. So one thing you could do is you could say, in this play, watch this player, they do this, whatever. Whatever it happens to be, you can type some notes. And then if you wanted to, you could actually click the import button here, and maybe from your playbook, maybe from some pictures that somebody took at the game, you can pull a picture file in here so then when the student gets home, they can go through these plays one at a time and they can look at some notes that maybe you typed out for them. Again, just to get them ready for their upcoming assignment. And finally, let me go on to the last question here. I'll show you, or the 5th question. I'll show you one more option. Another nice thing about the QuikScout Player is this very bottom choice, which is called the personal profile. From within the personal profile, the kids can actually build, they can build profiles of themselves. So throughout the season, maybe they can build their own profile of their best plays. Maybe they've pulled in, I've got a play here that we pulled in. So I could type, on this play, I do this. We can give it a title. You can say, my best plays. Then you have that video. Then we can go on to the next one, and maybe on this one, it's going to be It's going to be a picture, something that I pulled from the newspaper. Maybe there's a picture of me in the newspaper and I scanned it in. I could import it in here and then type something about it in there. So they're really creating that scouting portfolio or that recruiting portfolio of themselves that they can wrap this whole thing up now and they can send it off to a college. Send it off to a college coach to look at. So you can build, lessons with it for the kids to get ready for the upcoming games. You can put notes in there and pictures and videos so they can, again, get ready for that game. Or they could actually build their own little personal profile so that you can hand it off to them, and now they got something that they can send off to college coaches. This is what the QuikScout player does. It's the electronic scouting report for the QuikScout software.